Welcome back. State auditors release a report that finds State College of Florida students and faculty personal information may have been susceptible to theft.
The report says SCF failed to administer the proper background checks. So how did these important screenings fall through the cracks? ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo joins us now live with what the school had to say about the mishap. Dwayne.
Well, good afternoon, guys. Officials here at SCF have been aware that a handful of their off-campus employees did not receive a level 2 background check, which includes fingerprinting. Now, their concern is for their faculty and for the students.
Here it is, a report released last month by the state's auditor finding the State College of Florida did not conduct the proper background screening on 4 of its IT workers who handle sensitive information such as student names and social security numbers.
It was an unfortunate finding, and we were grateful that the audit found this mishap. A small and sad oversight, but it happened.
According to college personnel, the background screenings were not obtained because the 4 workers were not physically on campus and didn't provide continual services beyond 6 months. The state auditor replied saying, notwithstanding this response and college procedures, when individuals who work in positions of special trust and responsibility are not required to have level 2 background screening, there is an increased risk that the individuals may have backgrounds that are not suitable for those positions. According to SCF's marketing director, Jamie Smith, the school recognizes the mistake and points out no one's information was compromised.
But there was no breach. It's a recommendation from the state that we're grateful for so that we can improve our procedures for data security.
And although no breach occurred here at the State College of Florida, students are still worried about what can potentially happen.
I mean, who wants their privacy to be violated? It's something that could be potentially dangerous.
But one student essentially says no harm, no foul.
If they haven't done anything condemnable, I wouldn't put too much concern towards it. I think that they should get screened immediately.
A request, Jamie Smith says, will happen.
You can rest assured that our procedure's been updated to say that before they continue any work with the college, they must go through the appropriate level 2 screening.
Now, we also obtained a copy of SCF's procedure for background checks and fingerprinting. School officials say this will soon be updated, so something like this will never happen again. Reporting at State College of Florida, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Dwayne. An update now on the man accused of abducting a 4-year-old girl from her Florida home. The man named West Wild Hogs will soon be sent back to Florida. He did not fight the extradition request in a Memphis courtroom today. Authorities say he kidnapped 4-year-old Rebecca Lewis in Lakeland on Saturday morning. An Amber Alert was issued in 5 states before someone spotted Hogs' car outside of a Tennessee hospital. Rebecca was reunited with her family yesterday afternoon. Relatives say the 31-year-old suspect suffers from depression and bipolar disorder.
The Venice City Council making this decision today about what to do with a solar canopy built in the wrong spot. The City Council says that canopy in the parking lot of the Venice Community Center must go. Now, Florida Power and Light approached the city asking for a 30-year lease for a section of the parking lot to build the canopy. After the builders finished the structure, a city engineer noticed it was in the wrong spot. Some nearby residents are upset and are letting their voices be heard.
Well, we'd all like to see it totally gone, but apparently they have 3 options: tear it down, move it, or work with the city and find an appropriate place. I guess that's what we have to go with. I think they're going to just tear it down due to the expense.
FPL has said it would cost $160,000 to remove that structure and rebuild it somewhere else.
The state estimates it will cost $75,000 to have crossing guards assisting pedestrians around St. Armand's Circle. Last spring, FDOT hired a consulting firm to conduct a pilot program. For 30 days, 6 uniformed crossing guards and 1 supervisor helped people cross the busy streets around the circle. FDOT then submitted its findings to the city. This week, merchants on St. Armand's heard presentations on how the crossing guard idea was received. Some residents we spoke to like the idea.
I think it would be a great idea. They were nice, they were relatively young, and I thought they did the right thing right here in this special little area was so busy.
According to the St. Armand's Circle Association, it is now up to the city to find a way to pay for the program. The association is hoping to have crossing guards in place by this February.
In less than about 30 minutes from now, the Sarasota Police Department will host a meeting to hear from residents about the problems they're seeing in their neighborhoods. During tonight's New Beginnings 2 meeting, officers will also be giving updates on neighborhood and youth services and economic development. That meeting starts at 6 o'clock at the Robert L. Taylor Community Complex in North Sarasota.
And now time for a check on our weather. I feel it changing a little bit, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was nice while it lasted,
Yes,
right?
it was.
There's Bob and more.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I mean, the morning temperatures were nice in the 60s, a nice northeast breeze, low humidity, changing a little bit. It's going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow. In fact, maybe a little bit above average. Now, we have had some rain around, some showers as a result of this low moisture moving in from the Atlantic all the way over to the west coast, and it's kind of trapped. It's nowhere to go except to the west, and it's moving around 10 to 15 miles an hour, so it's not going to be around long. If you have any outdoor plans, just wait it out. Some heavier showers now located near Grove City, just near Inglewood. This is all pushing off basically to the west-southwest at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. So moving at a pretty good clip, not very heavy, and don't anticipate a lot as far as that goes. They are anticipating a possibility of a major hurricane hitting Bermuda on Thursday morning, and this storm is getting more and more organized. We'll have more on that and take a look at the rest of the tropics coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Now to the race for the White House. Republican Donald Trump is increasing his attacks on leaders within his own party, while Democrat Hillary Clinton's campaign is battling more emails released by WikiLeaks. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest.
Donald Trump and his campaign unleashed and unshackled.
The deadline for voter register. Who is not registered? Is there anybody in here not registered? If you're not registered, get the hell out of here, okay?
Trump told Fox News he wouldn't be in a foxhole with GOPers who pulled their support.
Including Ryan, especially Ryan.
House Speaker Paul Ryan now focused on down-ballot races after Trump's vulgar 2005 video came to light. Trump campaign manager Kellyanne Conway on GMA.
Enough of the pussyfooting around in terms of, do you support us or do you not support us? And the fact is that, some of these leaders have been very wishy-washy.
Divided Republicans, united Democrats. Former Bill Clinton VP Al Gore came out of the political shadows to reunite with Hillary Clinton in Florida, the state that cost him the presidency in 2000. President Obama took on Trump and protesters wearing Bill Clinton rapist shirts in North Carolina.
Those are some folks who were auditioning for a reality show.
Clinton up in the polls, but dealing with more email fallout. The State Department under her time is accused of giving preferential treatment to Clinton Foundation donors after the 2010 Haiti earthquake. And after a WikiLeaks release, Trump claims the Clinton campaign was given updates about her private email server case. It turns out it was information that was already available to the public. Months ago, a Trump ally sent tweets warning about the impending WikiLeaks release. Now Clinton's campaign chair, who was hacked, is accusing the Trump campaign of coordinating with WikiLeaks and Russian hackers. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
More dire news for Florida's struggling citrus industry. The USDA forecasting a harvest of 70 million boxes of oranges for the current growing season. That's down 14% from just 1 year ago. Florida Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam calls the forecast disheartening and says the future of the state's citrus industry depends on a breakthrough in the fight against citrus greening. Putnam says orange production is down 70% over the last 2 decades.
The First United Methodist Church of Sarasota is celebrating its 125th anniversary by unearthing some of its history. Today, church members dug up a large time capsule and opened it in the sanctuary. It was filled with mementos from 25 years ago in 1991, which was the church's 100th anniversary. Inside the capsule were some VHS tapes, cassette tapes, newspapers, Bibles, and goodwill items from that time. Senior Pastor Sam Wright says the church has left a lasting mark on the city.
The church is actually the oldest institution in the city of Sarasota. It existed before the city of Sarasota, before the county of Sarasota. So it's a great thing to acknowledge that the church has been here that long and been active in the community.
After the time capsule was opened, members planned for the next anniversary, which will be in 2041. That's when another time capsule will be opened.
I hope that VHS tape still plays.
Let's see what's on there.
Yeah, it's kind of old tapes. Sometimes
they don't. They
play.
kind of skip and yeah.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, the slow start to the fall season.
How changes in temperature and humidity can affect your allergies, skin conditions, and a few other things related to your health. That's coming up next.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called 3-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
The celebration is heating up and the prices just keep getting better during the Jeep Celebration event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of Jeep Grand Cherokees or get big savings on a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Compass for just $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Cooler weather is a welcome change from the summer's sweltering heat, but our bodies and even the plants around us react to the short-lived Suncoast climate change. ABC7's Alex Redmond joins us on how to prepare for seasonal environmental changes that affect our bodies. Alex?
That's right, Haley. We may not pay too much attention to the welcome little cold bump in the weather, but tell that to the ragweed and your dry skin and eyes.
As the weather dries out, so do we.
Well, I've noticed just in the last week my skin has gotten drier. I'm becoming more itchy.
The seasons have definitely changed in the last week, says dermatologist Dr. Elizabeth Callahan.
But the key is that the humidity is less. We had an extremely humid summer, and your skin was hydrated from that humidity.
Dr. Callahan says patients are complaining about the weather's effects, including itching around their ankles and feet.
Because when I examine the skin's incredibly dry. They're not drinking enough water, they're not moisturizing at all, and they're taking hot showers.
Dr. Callahan explains that people that work out in the dry weather have more of a problem because the dry weather compounded with the salt in their sweat will dry their skin out even more.
I'm a bit drier. I get dry around my nose and my forehead from the sweat.
Orange Theory head trainer Vicky Vara says she has skin changes from the combination of cooler weather and perspiration.
I actually noticed my hands were dry as well.
That cold snap probably turned all the ragweed pollen on, triggering everyone's ragweed allergies this time of year.
Allergist Dr. Ava Burkus says weather makes a big difference.
Even immediately after a rainstorm, for example, within the first 12 hours, grass pollen shoots up like crazy.
Short weather changes, explains Dr. Burkus, impact allergies a lot, including classic hay fever symptoms, especially for ragweed.
Eye itch, nasal congestion, sneezing, chest tightness, wheezing, itching, eye watering.
Simple over-the-counter drugs may help, says Dr. Burkus. Oral antihistamines and saltwater nasal rinses are quite effective.
There are eye drops as well. They're over-the-counter, safe to use for allergies, but just pick the right ones.
Even the doctor's habits change to accommodate weather changes, including drinking more water.
My showers are getting shorter, I'm using less hot water, and I'm making sure to moisturize, sometimes even in the shower with moisturizing soaps.
And before a workout.
Today, I put coconut oil in my hair, and I'm going to wash it out when I get home.
Dr. Callahan adds, it's never too early to start moisturizing and also hydrating. And if you want that extra little tip, one thing that I do, Haley, is I actually take some olive oil and I just down a little bit every day. It's good for your skin.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Now let's head over to Bob and get a check on our forecast.
And just check the forecast for pollen. It's in the medium category, no high categories around right now. And obviously the skies were clear this morning. You can see that from the Lakewood Ranch webcam showing the clouds coming in this afternoon and a few sprinkles on the lens there at times as a result of this easterly to northeasterly wind flow, which continues to grab moisture from the Atlantic and sweep it all the way over to the west coast of Florida. The showers aren't around long because the storms are moving rather fast. Some bigger cells down in South Sarasota, but you can see that rainfall right along I-75 near Lakewood Ranch, near Fruitville and I-75. There's that one cell pretty heavy right now near Englewood, just south of Englewood and west of Rotunda, moving off to the west. So expect a brief shower tonight in places. Otherwise, some clouds around. The temperature right now 84. The dew point number has come up, and our high temperature did come up today as well. 88 degrees above average, and the low this morning, it too was riding high at 72 degrees. So fall was nice while it lasted. Now we're back into the heat again, it seems like. Today, no rainfall officially at the airport, 2.52 inches of rain. So far for the month, that is above average. And 76 in Jacksonville, 80 now in Orlando, 84 in Key West, and in Miami, the Gulf temperature 80 degrees. Temperatures look like much cooler in Lake Placid, Sebring, Avon Park, all in the low 70s there to mid 70s as a result of the showers that moved on through and that east coast breeze making it through. Venice now at 82 degrees and 79 in Northport. Tomorrow's forecast calls for plenty of sunshine in the morning. A few clouds, a little bit more cloudiness in the afternoon with a chance for those few very light rain showers, low top showers we call them because they don't get much vertical extent to the atmosphere, so they don't contain a lot of heavy rainfall for a long period of time. Well, this is an amazing look on a satellite imagery of possibly a major hurricane. Again, winds are at 110. That was about an hour ago. We'll have another update soon, but I'll tell you what, looking healthy on the satellite imagery. Unfortunately for Bermuda, it looks like it's heading right there. This is a visible satellite imagery. You'll notice the last frame, you don't see much of it, but just look how well defined that eye is. And rather large eye right now. The hurricane force winds extend some 45 miles out from the center, and tropical storm force winds 165 miles out from the center. And the forecast path and track is right on Bermuda. Can you believe it? The vast area of the ocean of the Atlantic and that small little island may get a direct hit by this possibly major hurricane, at least Category 2, a strong one at that, and that happens tomorrow morning. Well, temperatures very warm in the western Caribbean. No storms have moved through here. Indications are I just checked 3 long-range forecast models about 10 to 12 days from now, and all 3 models place a storm somewhere here in the Caribbean. So it bears watching. Right now there's nothing out there, so there's nothing to show you, but in 10, 12 days from now there certainly may be. And again, a lot of moisture with that system, but not much here. It's very dry. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Fall-like conditions continue over much of the northern plains and in through the central Rockies. Now, as far as the forecast goes for boaters, a bit breezy out there. Seas will be running 2 to 4 feet with a moderate chop. The water temperature still now at 80 degrees. And as far as the forecast goes, we are looking for a few showers this evening. The next high tide will be at 11:09 and a high tide will be at 11 o'clock. Here's the forecast. A few showers tonight. And then we'll look for a 20% chance for showers on Saturday and Sunday. Look for the clouds to increase in the afternoon on both Thursday and Friday. And high temperatures, you guessed it, back above average. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. US 41 in Sarasota is backed up in both the north and southbound lanes near Fruitville Road.
Toyota is recalling 340,000 vehicles around the world because of potentially deadly brake issue. The Japanese automaker launching a global recall of its 2016 and 17 Prius. Company reports there's the possibility a parking brake on those models could stop working. If that happens, the cars could roll away and cause a crash. Toyota says anyone who owns one of these vehicles will be notified about the recall starting next month, and they should take the cars then to Toyota dealers who will fix the problem for free. If you own a Galaxy Note 7, you can now get a fireproof box mailed to you so you can return your phone. Samsung Electronics is offering to send customers fire-resistant packages. They can use that box to return the phones, which are prone to overheating and catching fire. Samsung has recalled all of the phones and is discontinuing those devices.
They're getting serious about this. As we've seen, it's evacuated a plane, it's blown up some cars. I mean, it's not something to joke around with.
No. Now fireproof boxes.
Unbelievable, but better to be safe than sorry. Entertainment news is next.
I'm Bob Harrigan, ABC 7. Join us Sunday, October 16th from 2 to 5 in Southside Village as 15 area fire stations compete for the title of Sarasota's Best Firehouse Chili. Proceeds benefit the Sarasota Firefighters Benevolent Fund.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Sometimes, when the course is difficult and you might take a step where you could fall, it's important to trust and ask for help. That's one of the most important things we learned at Tidewell's Teen Grief Retreat. On your grief journey, there are going to be difficult parts, but you have to trust in yourself and your support systems and know there are people around who will help you make it through. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
A big tribute concert honoring the late rock icon Prince will take place tomorrow, but one superstar will not perform.
Yeah, John Mayer told concert promoters he's withdrawing from the concert at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Performers, though still in the lineup, include Stevie Wonder, Christina Aguilera, and Chaka Khan. Prince died in April of an accidental painkiller overdose at his Paisley Park recording complex outside Minneapolis.
Country singer Tanya Tucker is in a Nashville hospital recovering from a respiratory infection. The 58-year-old entertainer became ill before a concert in South Dakota and was treated by local doctors before heading back to Nashville. A handful of upcoming concerts were also scrubbed. In a written statement, Tucker apologized to fans.
A film production company will have to pay close to $2 million for an accident that injured Harrison Ford. The actor was on the set of Star Wars: The Force Awakens in London in June of 2014. A hydraulic door on the set of the Millennium Falcon hit Ford and broke his leg. A judge in London ruling today that Foodle's production company should have informed Ford of the risks.
Janet Jackson says she's pregnant with her first child. The 50-year-old superstar confirmed the news to People magazine, calling it a blessing. The magazine also shared an exclusive photo showing Jackson's baby bump. Jackson postponed her tour in April for what she called family planning time, and pregnancy rumors started swirling. The singer married billionaire businessman Wissam Al-Mana in 2012.
50 years old.
50 years old?
Yeah.
Times are changing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you want to do motherhood later in life, well, here's an inspiration.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more news and your forecast.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.